him out of humility.
Let us pray. Seriously. When was the last time any of you guys were on your knees?
20 minutes ago.
Shock. So my name is Sister Constance, Sister Constance Sinner, and I am the Mistress of Novices with the Toronto Sisters of Joy. And we are an official mission with the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, and I would like to say how honored and privileged I am to be asked to do this today. I am only peripherally involved in the leather community, and every time I've come out to a leather community event, whether in face, in habit, or as my secular self, I have always been welcomed with smiles and open arms. Thank you. And that goes for Brett as well. Thank you, Brett. Every time I see him, he brightens my day. And now, in fact, I'll never forget the first time I met Brett. I think that with therapy and prayers, I might be able to. But as yet, I can't. I really do feel like I need to be cautious with my jokes here tonight. I was texting and chatting with Brett, and I said, I was trying to get a feel for...
How far to go?
All the way. No, I was just trying to get a feel. You know, Brett said, go ahead, insult me. My darlings, honestly. It was practically a challenge. I mean, what could I do? In any case, I still feel like I had to be a little reserved this evening, and I did ask around the room, and some of his friends told me that really the only difference between a joke and a room full of cocks is that Brett can't take a joke. They're your friends. I wanted to come in and say, good evening, handsome, but I'll just say good evening. No, seriously, everyone. He really is, in my opinion, the epitome of dark and handsome, and I say that because when it's dark, he's handsome. My heart does go out to the community, though, because, I mean, really, he's just not pretty enough to be this much of a bitch! You asked for this, right?
We're masochists.
Totally are.
So when Brett went off to International Mr. Leather contest, we were all cheering him on. We had great hopes that he would do well, and he did. And I'm sure that he was truly invested in putting his best self forward. That's not your best self. You know what? We thought, maybe he would even win. Maybe he would get the title. Maybe he would come in first. But he didn't. He ended up coming in a little behind. He did confess to me that he was a little concerned. He really wanted to make sure that he was remembered when he stepped down. And Brett, I can assure you, I've talked to some of your friends here this evening, and you will be remembered, absolutely. There are lots of reasons you will be remembered. You won't like a single one of them. But you will be remembered for sure. Here's a little story I heard. Did you know that Brett was circumcised as an adult? It's true, darlings. But you know, our Brett is so cheap that he shopped around at all the clinics in town to find the cheapest circumcision he could find. Turns out it was a rip-off.
I don't even have one.
tried his bulb in the box either, and he went to his doctor one day. He said, "Doctor, I feel terrible." Do you remember this, darling? "Oh, I'm shaky. I feel like I have a fever and I have chills." And the doctor says, "Flu?" And he said, "No, I took a taxi." I'll leave you this one last story. When Brett was preparing for his trip to International Mr. Leatherman, he went to his doctor and made sure that he had all the tests done, that he was in peak health or pink health. And doctor did all the blood work and did all the tests and gave him a little specimen jar and said, "Here, take this home and come back tomorrow with a semen sample." I know some of you had to tell him that it had to be his semen. But he did go back to the doctor the next day and presented an empty specimen jar, and the doctor says, "Well, Brett, what's going on?" And Brett says, "Well, you know, Doc, I tried with my left hand, and I tried with my right hand, and I tried with both hands. Nothing. I asked Andrew to help. Where is he?" Andrew tried with his left hand. He tried with his right hand. He tried with his mouth. He tried with his ass. Nothing. So out of desperation, I decided I would ask my old lady friend, Sid, where are you? And love you, Doc. Sid tried too with her both hands. Sid tried with her mouth, teeth in and out, and she tried under her arm. She tried under her boob. No matter what we did, we couldn't get the fucking lid off of this jar. I just want to say, Brett, it's been an absolute pleasure being part of your pedal year. It's been a pleasure being part of this community. I thank you so much. Thank you for welcoming me here tonight and every other night that I've been out. And Brett, perhaps when you lay down your sash, you might pick up a habit.
Thank you, Sister Constance. That was the general part.